Okay, welcome back, YouTubers, Facebook family, friends. We're dealing with the Book of S. Now we're talking about the virtual world. The Book of S is with Uncut Virtual World versus the real life. And I like to talk about, things that I see into the people that is already out there, the celebrities and stuff. I really don't want to base too many vids talking of them, but I will be, because I said it the other night on one of the beds that I do. But I will be, and but basically, I want to deal with everyday living of just us regular people that started somewhere and or already been out there and just laying low or taking a break. This is Essence Paul Abstract Art. This is this is what you see in the background. It's just sketches that I did. I did that this morning. I did this one this morning, which is August the 5th. This is a Friday, 2011. And I have things in my mind. As I was sitting up and talking to my husband, I had took the pen and drew this, and then start filling it in with the crayon. And it may not look like nothing much to some people, but this is just my sketches, and you never know. People just take the simple things. I know a lot of other people in different nationalities does things, and man, they get away with it like it's nothing, $1 million. But everybody can't, because I know through some of our eyes we see things differently. Like, what is that? Oh, let me do some real drawing. You know, you know how we roll. We get into that, but like I said again, I'm a free spirit. So I'm a free spirit of love, and I'm open to a lot of things that that it was going to be legal and right, and want to be inspiring, and I'm just reading things so spiritually and deeply. What I want to say about the virtual world is including Second Life, IMVU, V Side, where I started on, V Side 2 years ago. The virtual worlds is like, well, the history of the one that is SL, because I understand some people does Sims too. I didn't know nothing about that, when you get into these things, you're gonna have to really you put real money on here to on these, well, people call it quote unquote games. Excuse me, and please excuse the airplane flying by. You're gonna hear stuff in the background, but anyway, I'm not camming face to face. We do that on Sundays, but um, virtual world, you have to put money, real money on it. You can do it anywhere from $20, or some people go as far as 500 a month. I mean, they'll make a killing on here. It's like an imagination that what really is not your real life, and you really get into it. They have clothes you can buy. You can look real. You look a certain way. You're gonna see a lot of pictures I have of the virtual world and everything. But honey, I never put that kind of money in it. No way. You know, just $20 here and there. And then one time I did $80, because in the Second Life you can have things and rent them out. Like if you're in real estate, you can rent them out. You can make the lendings, which is the money will buy the lendings, and the lendings you can have so much many different you can have so many accumulate so many lendings, it can turn into real money. You can make money. A lot of people make money off the games. I mean, these virtual worlds where you can do things, you design things, and it can be really, you could be working at home kind of thing. You don't have to worry about getting in the car, dealing with traffic, going to work, and everything. You just be right here on your computer. And I understand the SL was designed for this couple. This man did it because his wife was in an accident. She couldn't walk no more and all that kind of stuff. So they made a life for themselves on the internet, which is pretty cool. And I think it was a white couple, and they also got other people that invested, added on things where you can dance and have children, have sex, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. really. Okay, so and a lot of people come on the internet cause actually looking for love in different places, and they looking for sex, and there are things what they call, in the internet thing, where they get into this, get into the sex and all that kind of stuff, by you talking a certain way and it's all that kind of stuff. But you know, my thing was to get on to network and enhance what I was doing in real life. I did art, and I brought an art in and see what it do, how it would do, and it did pretty good. I used to have shows. What's up with S that I created when I was at Big Links Mall. There was a mall that this young guy, he was just building stuff, and I had a store in there from him, and he sold it pretty reasonable. And when I have shows there to help bring people there to look at his mall, I would introduce to my store, and some people would buy my whole store of art. But I never, but it was just enough to pay. I would make the linens just to pay what I had. So back to when I had land and everything, because you can actually buy land. I had bought some land and everything. That's when I did that $80 one time, because we have more important things to invest in. But that was just that time, just to see how it would go, and mine didn't do too well, because I wasn't able to rent out the houses. I had a nice little staff. Had my friend, my girl Allie, with me. She was my assistant, and Shay. And I had a little SL brother. He was my security. When I went online, they could be there. And I had problems every time I tried to put the house up. You know, I would cut a piece of the house out. That's the only thing I ain't like about SL. You know, it's a way you have to read that stuff, put that stuff together, and when you decorate. And I used to have to call them, ask them to help me. But it's really crazy. It's so much easier to get dressed on IMVU and V side. Once you buy your little houses and stuff, that's it. But SL is good for people that don't own their own things right now. It teaches them buy how to buy and pay for their property and pay rent and everything, because you actually pay with lenders. It has a certain time you have to pay each month, or you can pay every week. It's just like real life, you know. So the virtual world allows you to be what and have what you're testing out to be. Like if you want to get married and have a family, and it's like this. With me, I had already done all that. But I think it's really nice for people for like that. So then with my Abby was thick. Of course I ain't gonna get on there and be a great big heavy person. I wasn't gonna build that to be the size I was that I am now, because I do want to get back down to, my side, but not as small as how I was in high school. But I do want to slim it back down some. So it may be your ideal weight, and then I like to wear a lot of sexy, crazy stuff, and on three of my Avies, on three different ones, and I use them as characters to write my stories. I just get creative with my stories. So it's not like I'm wasting my time. But at the same time, I met nice people. And there's some people I had to just say hi or keep it moving. Got to that point. And if you don't be careful in certain part, you know how we are. We have drama anywhere we go. I don't care what nationality it is. Everybody spirits just don't mix at times. It's all about them making the money, and it wasn't like some of them. If you went in that clique, you know, money circulates. You buy from me, I buy from you. It's supposed to circulate. Go back and forth. But some people like, hey, you supposed to pay me. You know, you gonna buy this, and what you're doing, I'm not even interested in it. So it got kind of old. So I was glad when I was just taking on my little break, or break from working or whatever I'm doing, because every day I had to take care of my house first. Real life came first. dealing with my husband and checking up on my mom and my children, whatever, cleaning my house and cooking. And then a lot of times, our the computer be on, and we have parties at night, and it was so fun, because I work from home, so I'm making money. Otherwise, I had to promote and do other ways to make my money, and then I would do my little shows. I love doing that. So, but some people, it seems like, I understand that they are by themselves and they disabled. Some people on SL or IMV, or visa 24/7. And that's their business, that's their life. And when they come in from work, they be on there. Or when they at work or whatever. Some people has found somebody that was right for them and they left the other person, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not leaving my husband. We've been together 8 years. If we would have ever really broke up, was the first year, because I went through some heavy, heavy stuff when I was going back and forth to court for some things that will be spoken in my movie later. That's another subject. Going back and forth court, uh, dealing with my 14-year-old son that was brainwashed against me, and plus, just dealing with teens. So, the virtual world, it could be whatever you want it to be, but learn to take a break. A lot of people don't never show their pictures. They don't never voice up, cam up, because some of them had fake pictures or had extra average to be whatever, or to do devilment, to come back to get at somebody to make them mad. And then when they do show their pictures, if you real nice looking, oh, they just go all crazy with that. If you this way looking or whatever, ooh, she should be, and she should black, or she this or she that. People could say such cruel things. That's why the kids are the way they are, some of them, because of the adults, or, the way they, I ran into some ghetto people and they'll curse you out. But I had to be more mature. And I know where they're coming from because I know the streets. You see. But I'm a more mature, and I had to be more mature because they were like young in the mind. I know some people who left V-Sign. There's a guy that left V-Sign and went to SL, and he forgot to tell me. He told me his name when he got on there, and he acting all crazy on V-Sign, but he got over here on SL and want to act like he's all civilized, but yet still doing crazy stuff. You know, I know some people, they were just changing. They were just being to new relationships every month. Oh, they just love each other, love, 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 love. You know, and I mean, I'm the type of person, when I meet people, I really do care about them. I don't care if they men or women. But then I had to start separating my feelings and just stop. I've gotten it was some people I dealt with pissed me off, so my husband was like, you need to take a break, you know, because especially when I had the little fams and stuff, you know, the little daughters and stuff. I don't mind. Some people don't have parents or didn't grow up with parents, and they needed that, and I didn't mind when I had the chance to be there for them. But certain people will be want to be your children and stuff because of they thinking you having lendings and that they can go and always get something from you and all of that kind of stuff. And a lot of them didn't do it, but the one that I mainly adopted, I was like, you know, um, you can work for your lendings. I put them to work, you know. I had the store, I had the blog they can write in, and I would pay them to write and do what they do and work in the store or whatever, if they wanted to. But some, it's like they in real life, they don't want to work. And so they think people gonna give them stuff. And I was like, no. And with my own children, I don't deal with that. Mm-mm. So the virtual world, it is definitely a different world. And some people can do real good in it, and they go to their head and they think